So I just wanted to do a quick comparison of the Shure SM57 versus my Sennheiser MD421. Two pretty popular dynamic mics. I like them both. I think the MD421 has a little bit more presence and treble. But I mean, the 57, it's a classic mic. It works pretty well on just about anything and blends well with a ribbon. It's a great mic for rock guitar sounds. So I'm going to just swap the placement. I find that it's actually going to give us a more fair test just using, just eyeing it exactly in the same position rather than putting them both on the speakers at the same time, because they kind of get some weird phase cancellations if they're right next to each other on the same speaker. Or if you put them on separate speakers, then the speakers might not sound exactly the same, even though they're the same, speaker from the factory. There's always variances in that. And so in my mind, the fairest way is actually to swap the mic and just be really careful with replacing it after the swap in the exact same position. So that's what we're going to do. We're also going to take an impulse response of each mic and then see if we can just compensate with EQ to make either one sound like the other, because I'm not that convinced on, the purpose of having a huge mic locker. Maybe in a pro recording studio, I've only got 3 mics, and even that, even having that 421 is sometimes feels like overkill for me because I rarely use it. But yeah, let's see what we find out. So you can kind of tell from the two clips that the mics do sound pretty different. 57, I think it just sounds really good as a mic on its own. 421, it's a more expensive mic, but on a guitar cab, it can easily be a little bit fizzy sounding. And in my mind, it's similar to like a T75 speaker compared to a vintage 30 that the SM57 sort of resembles as far as mics go. It has a use, the 421, but as like a staple mic, it's kind of brash sounding, but we can play the IRs now and have a listen to that as well.